Hello, this is Denny, and I'm interviewing Chase.
I'm Chase Rosenthal.
And today we'll be discussing the 2019 Bridgewater football season. How you doing today, Chase? How's the season coming so far?
It's pretty good, man. Can't complain at all. 5-0. It's a great way to start the season, and hopefully we can continue the streak.
Yes, so far y'all been having great, impressive wins, blowouts just about every game. So far, have you have to play a full game?
No, actually, we've been the first 5 games we've played so far. The starters have only been playing up until the halftime, and then we let the twos go in, and then they do their thing, and we've been rolling from there.
So what y'all strategy going in each week? Like, how do y'all prepare for each team that you face?
Well, first of all, we always watch film, so we study the other team as best as we can and try to anticipate what they will do, and we work towards that every week of practice and do the best that we can.
Okay, so far, in your personal opinion, what would be the hardest team that you faced in this season?
We've always been going heads up with Randolph-Macon so far, so right now, I mean, we're not focused on them right now, but those are probably the only comp that we have so far.
So would that be safe to say that's the team that you're looking forward to see?
Oh yeah, last year we double overtime took an L towards them, and that cost us our ring. We will not make that same mistake this year.
Okay, well this season so far, I've been keeping up with your stats, and you've been having very impressive play. Correct me wrong, with 3 interceptions on the season, right?
Yes, sir.
So how do you feel about that? Like, what do you do to get you prepared for each game?
Well, my coach Whitley, he makes us work every week at practice. Makes us go get those balls that kind of simulate the games. So, trying to get some more.
So what do you feel elevate your game, and not just your game, but as like elevate your team to help y'all win as a defense or as a team in general?
Mainly just staying focused each week at a time. We don't want to look ahead. Just focus on the week ahead or in front of us, and not 2 weeks ahead, and go from there. Work as a team.
So would conference championship be too far in the future to call for it now?
Not at all, and I can even see us placing in the nation, man.
Hey, I see that Bridgewater College has a couple votes for to get into the top 25. How do you feel about that?
I feel pretty great, but stay low key for now. Stay humble, and work our way up.
Okay, so going into this week, this is a big week for Bridgewater. So far, everybody y'all play, y'all have blown out. So how do you feel going into this week being Bridgewater's homecoming? We have a team that y'all fared well against last year, and a team as in Ferrum that has a strong running back. So how do y'all feel about facing them this coming Saturday?
I mean, we're going to treat them the same as any other team. We're going to practice as best we can for them, and we're going to just crush them. We're going to crush them. That's all I can say. Homecoming, the energy's high, and we feed off of that.
Well, it seems like that y'all have a great game plan. Seem like you're ready. So what do you feel about the teams after that, going to a semi-strong Emory and Henry team that you will have to face after Ferrum?
I mean, like I said, we don't want to focus on that right now. We're going to focus on the week ahead of us, focus on homecoming and Ferrum, and we can go with that.
So facing Ferrum this week, have from what you've seen on film, do you have any wide receivers that you might think that would give you a go? Compared, because you just faced one of the top wide receivers in the ODAC in this Hampton City team, and you did very well against them. How do you think you would do against one of Ferrum's top receivers this week?
I mean, personnel-wise, like you said, this past week, Major Morgan, he was number 3. He was one of the best receivers and did not do bad, I should say myself, checking him throughout this game. And so for Ferrum, I'm not really worried about any other receivers. I think me and my other teammates can fully prepare and stop any surprises they have for us.
So as a team, what do you think changed the spark? Because last year y'all was a great team and had a strong defense, and the offense really picked up from the years in the past. So how would you say what changed from that team to this team to make make y'all a 5-0 team?
Honestly, I would say a major factor is growing up. A lot of this team is we're kind of an old team right now, especially on the defensive side. We've had a lot of experience with each other. We grew up together in the past 4 years, and I think we're just a unified team that can keep striving for greatness.
So with that in mind, you said that you're not trying to look too far into the future, and you right now y'all just taking it game by game. So y'all have, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all have Ferrum, Emory Henry, Washington Lee, Randolph Macon, and then Guilford. That's still a good strength part of the ODAT schedule. So what is your game plan knowing y'all about to face the harder part of your schedule than what y'all faced in the earlier part of the season?
Mainly just shoot, I don't know, man. Just focus. I know people say that this is gonna be our tougher half of the season, but I fully believe in our team and that we're gonna treat them just like the others, and we're gonna come out halftime strong, and then hopefully we can transfer our energy into the next half as well and keep pushing forward.
So with a team this strong and competing in the level of competition that y'all competing in and a conference as strong as the ODAC, what do you do in practice that makes y'all can make y'all be able to play as good as y'all do on Saturday?
Well, for one, so I guess going up with our starters heads up is a one factor. So we go up good against good. That helps us a lot with technique and form. And then also we condition at each end practice. That gets us right for each game. That can never fail. Coaches are always they're doing their job, giving us different drills and tackling technique and etc. just to help us better ourselves.
So would you say, in your opinion, that practice would be harder than a game?
In a sense, yes, because we're working on things we haven't worked before, and when we get to game time, we've already prepped all week for this certain time that we've been practicing for. So I'd say practice is sometimes harder than the game scenario.
And how does it feel knowing that you made for the second time this year D3 Player of the Week?
It's a pretty great feeling. Hopefully I can get more and go for the All American spot. That's my main goal for this season, and do the best that we can. I also wish the best for each and one of my teammates and hope that they can go farther.
Well, if you said that you want to be an All American this year, and then another player on your team, Ray Myers, he's already been on the preseason All American list. Do you think by him being on that list, did that help you up your game and up the team?
Oh yeah, I definitely, like I said earlier, I think that each and every one of us we feed off each other's energy and we just grind from there.
Well, okay, thank you. Well, this was Desmond Denny,
Chase Rosenthal checking out.
and thank you again for doing this podcast.